Hello everyone, I am Burger, and I am here with episode 14 of modded Skyrim Winter Requiem, which is a number of mods I have installed, but particularly Winter Overhaul for Skyrim, which makes everything wintry. I also have other mods that make cold weather more realistic and hardcore, like Campfire, Frost, Fall, and Cloaks. And I also have Requiem installed, which changes every aspect of the game a little bit to a lot, to be more realistic and hardcore. Particularly, before I go into the role-playing, where I do not acknowledge that I'm in the game, I'm going to show you how to get smithing perk. So, if you want to do some smithing, I'm sure you'll find that the first perk is purple, and you can't click on it, because it's not blue. So what you have to do is you have to go to any blacksmith and get the book, the Craftsman Manual. And then once you have that in your inventory, you can go to skills and get the smithing perk. Like that. And now you can smith. And now I'm going to full role-playing mode in 3, 2, 1. So, in you go. Last time I was here, Lila Lawgiver mentioned that if I do this quest, maybe I'll be on my way to becoming a Thane. So I'm really interested to hear what she has to say on this subject.
What can I do for you?
The Crags Lane operation has been stopped.
Well done. Your continued efforts have been of great benefit to the people of Riften. Allow me to present you with this compensation for your selfless efforts. Good journey to
A
you.
war axe of draining. Was hoping for
Something
a bow.
on your mind?
Was hoping for a bow.
You want me to lighten your load?
Actually, I have something nice for you, if you're interested.
What's...
Well, she didn't bring up me becoming a Thane, and if I mention it, I'll be a total asshole, so I think I'm just gonna leave. But not before shooting her cheese.
Stop that!
Take that, cheese. Dumbass. You know what, I'm gonna stop for a quick bite to eat, and then I'm gonna head over to the Hall of the Dead. Bottled milk and clan meat. You know, most people, when their relatives die, they're buried in the Hall of the Dead. Not my dad, though. Not my dad. He died out adventuring when I was little. Just one day, the courier showed up at my door and said, "Here's your inheritance." Never recovered the body.
Come to laugh at the grave tender?
You tend the graveyard?
If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father.
How can you make peace with your father? How's your father to blame for your job?
My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased.
How can you make peace with your father?
I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Whiterun, and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory.
I can bring it for you.
I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help. Here, I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders and he'll take care of the rest.
What's special about the dagger?
A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't.
But you ended up doing it anyway.
I had to, for honor's sake. But I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger. But I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. Be cautious. The pilgrimage to the shrine is not an easy one.
You know what? I'm not so much the feeling helpful for people who don't have a ton of money, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I feel sorry for her, and I feel like, you know, maybe she can make peace with her father when I can't. Alright, leave my horse at the stables. Please brush and feed and water my horse. I'm sure somebody heard that. Yeah, this storm is pretty bad. Luckily, I'm here in Whiterun. It's not too much farther to go. I seriously need some water, though. I'm really thirsty. Do I have any water on me? Nope. I bet Inigo has water, though. It doesn't matter, I'll get a drink inside. The snowstorm begins to subside. That's good. I think the weather is starting to clear. Ah, look at that moon. And the stars. I can see all the stars.
Wait. I know you.
No, you don't. I might get a drink of water from in here. Alright, I filled my water skin. That was a nice drink. Now I need to get into a nice cold Hall of the Dead. That'll warm me up. After getting all wet from filling my water skin. You'd think I'd be able to fill a water skin without getting completely soaked, but I'm not good at it. Alright, let's talk to this worst priest ever. This dumbass.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
I would not say that that is true, for a highly specific reason. I would say that you are a fool. I have Alessandra's dagger here.
She finally decided to return it to her father. Bless her heart. I will make sure this finds its way to his tomb as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it, my child.
Okay.
It was a pleasure.
Looks like I didn't get paid for that. Any more money for me to steal around here? Doesn't look like it. Oh well, back I go. I'm definitely taking the cart back. You know, actually, I wonder, is there anything Inigo has to sell on him right now?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to lighten your load?
Value. Actually, no, it looks like I need all of this stuff. Oh! Yeah. 2,000 gold.
All set?
Yeah, I'm taking the cart back. I'm not riding all the way there again. Ah, it's cloudy again. I can't see the stars. That's a shame. Here's my horse. But I'm gonna take a ride. Is the carriage even here? Yeah, that it is. One ride to Riften, please.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Riften.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Ah, now I can just
Ready to go yet?
now I can just climb in the back and cover myself up with furs.
You might run into some of them lizard folk. Quite a few of them work the docks there. Not sure why. They like swimming in the lake.
Yeah, I know, man. I grew up in Riften. I'm hungry. 3 apples. That's a nice meal. I tell you what, though, this lady better pay me for what I did for her. Yeah. I mean, I did kind of do it without discussing payment. That's my fault, though. That's my fault.
The pilgrimage is complete. I can feel it.
I gave the dagger to Anders. That dumbass. I can't believe... Ugh, I hate that guy so much.
I felt a caress on my cheek some time ago. I thought it to be a trick of the wind, but I think it was a message from my father. We've made peace with one another without even uttering a single word. And I'm content for the first time in my life. I thank you. Here, please accept this as a token of my appreciation for your selfless action.
Oh!
Take care of yourself.
Oh, that's good. But I'm not sure I can use that right away. Now might be a good time to start getting into magic. Any other gold around here? Just skeletons. Looks like nobody's died recently. And this is creepy as heck. Yeah, I would say that book made it all worth it. Temple of Mara. And I might want to stop into the Temple of Mara. Wedding chest. I don't feel like stealing that much money from a temple. Just at this moment.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence.
Which of the 8 divines do you serve?
We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods.
May I receive her blessings?
Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land?
I mean, I've been really distressed with my connection to the gods. I mean, I've seen people glow in light just from kneeling in front of an idol, but not me. And I think it's because I do bad things. So just tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat, and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
What? Okay, lady. I'll head over there. I mean, I would really like to have some sort of connection with the gods. So, I'm willing to do some charity, I think, at this point. I've been killing a lot of people lately, and I don't feel great about it. Just a few things I have to work through. Can you give me a ride to Iverstead?
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
No, you can't. Well, I guess I'll start getting on.
I love it here.
Ah, that was quite the journey. Alright. This person matches the description of the person I'm looking for.
Are you the one sent by Mara?
Okay, it seems like, that priest was psychic after all. I had my doubts, but it seems she was. Yes, what's troubling you?
My parents are being impossible. Bassianus wants to marry me. I think I love him. But he wants to move to Riften afterwards, and my father won't allow it. He only cares about this stupid town. But Bassianus makes me happier than anyone ever has. My mother's not any help either.
I'll talk to your parents about it.
Oh, thank you so much. It's wonderful to have someone around who understands.
Alright, let me talk to her parents.
My daughter's driving me crazy. So forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
Your daughter asked me to speak to you.
I'm sure I know what this is about. She thinks she's in love with Bassianus and wants to leave town. With him. Let me tell you how I see it. Until a few months ago, the girl was head over heels for Plymouth. Wouldn't stop talking about him. Now, if I thought she was really in love with Bassianus, that would be one thing. But she's a child. It will pass.
Why do you want her to stay so badly?
Look around here. There's not much left. Used to be a good-sized town. The folks have been moving to Riften for a while now. If all the young people leave, what happens to Iverstead?
You think she'll get over it?
You know how children are. Her fancies change with the moon. And like always, the boy lacks any kind of spine. He'll need some convincing. A little push and this would all be simpler.
Okay.
Just get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
Chores. What else would you have me do?
I know your sights are set beyond this town, but for now, while you're under our roof, I need you to pitch in a little more.
Yes, Mother.
You know, I wasn't planning on becoming a therapist when I started this adventure. I mean, look at how I'm dressed, Indigo. Do I look like the type of person you'd be asking for therapy? Apparently I do. You know what? I should at least take off my hood while I'm talking to her.
You must be another pilgrim on the way up to High Hrothgar. No other reason to pass through here.
Well, your daughter asked me to speak with you.
Oh my. Probably something about the men. We all wish we had her problems. I don't tell my husband. But I don't have any problem with Bassianus. Even if it means her leaving Iverstead, I want Fastred to be happy. If they just snuck out of town together, I could manage my husband.
What would inspire them to leave?
Bassianus is still so terrified of Yofthor. If he knew that I'd keep him from hunting the poor boy down, he'd take Fastred to Riften without a second thought. Let him know that I'll watch out for them. Just want my daughter to be happy. Sure, leave. Everyone else does.
I just got here, lady. Alright, I'm putting my hood back on. It's cold. I'm not sure who to talk to.
I know you.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go talk to Klimek. I don't think she really loves Bassianus. I mean, just a month ago she was all crazy about Klimek, and now she's on to Bassianus. Doesn't seem like she's being very reasonable. And, I'm not sure she's gonna be happy in Riften. That town kind of consumes people. It consumed me. That's where I grew up. I think she's much better off staying here, as few people live here as they do. So, I'm gonna go talk to Klimek, see if he can get her to stay.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
No. That's the wrong
Is it
person.
absolutely necessary for you to bother?
Klimek is elsewhere. Klimek is over here. Right, Klimek.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Klimek?
Not passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
I hear you lost Fastred.
Oh, Fastred. I'm not sure what happened. One moment she's smiling at me, the next I can't even meet her eyes. I'll bet Bassianus would know what's going on. He understands women.
She probably appreciates assertive men.
What did you call me?
I mean that you should be bold.
Wait, you mean I should just tell her? Tell her how I feel?
What do you have to lose?
Ysmir's beard, you're right. No fish was ever caught by staying away from the shore. I'm off to see her.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies, Fastred?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery.
Wilhelm said he
Perhaps
saw you
one day.
speaking to one of the pilgrims on the 7,000 steps. I told you that I didn't want you to go up there.
If this weather keeps up, maybe I'll grow a white coat.
That would be interesting.
Fastred, I have something to say to you.
Klimek? What is it?
I don't want you to leave Iverstead.
Why not?
Because I would miss you.
But I thought you only cared about your fishing.
What good are fish if you have to eat them alone?
Oh, Klimek.
You have to let Fastred follow her heart. You can't tell her what to do.
She's our only child, Bodhi. Am I to throw her to the wolves?
You're hardly throwing her to the wolves. She just wants to see the world, just like I did when I was her age.
And if she decides to leave Iverstead, what then? No. No, I can't bear the thought.
Well, I think you'll be happy to know that I fixed this problem for you.
My daughter's driving me crazy. So forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
It's a fine day with you around. Good talking
Get out
to
of
you.
town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
Well, I give them a little bit time to work things out. I'm glad I helped them. I feel like she really didn't like Bassianus.
Welcome to the Temple of Mara.
Well, Dinya,
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence.
I helped out with the thing you wanted my help with.
How wonderful. Like the sea, their love roils and swells, but brings life and nourishment to all.
Does Mara require more of me?
I see you are eager to carry the light. As you venture, Mara fills my mind ever more with visions of love in peril. Embers lie nestled in stone, needing only fuel to bloom a flame that will warm all around them. Go to Markarth. There you'll find Calsomo, wise, acid, and reclusive. Help him to emerge and state his intentions. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants.
Oh, wow. Markarth. I have not been to Markarth. We'll see if I end up doing that. Dinya. I get that you want my help with some things, but, I don't know, it's kind of asking a lot. That's an awfully long journey. I'll talk to you later.
The Caravan Khajiit think the guard racist, but they simply haven't paid the gate fee. That is how Riften works.
Is there a chair down here I can sit in? No, I'm just gonna curl up in the corner down here. I feel like I did some good things. It was such a minor good thing that I did, but I feel like it's better that I did some minor good thing than some big good thing, because the big things are always so obvious, but the little ones are often passed by. So I'm glad that I helped them out, and I think I'm going to help them out again in the future. Not immediately, though, as that is quite a long journey to make. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That ends role-playing. Alright, so I think I did a good job with that. I think I did a pretty good job with that.
Please forgive me for what I have done. Give me the strength to repay my debts in this life.
In you go. So, I've got a... I think I don't need to say anything about the role-playing. I think I made that clear. But what I do want to talk about is the game mechanics. I have fast travel on, and I only use it... But I only use it when, I get almost to a destination and then the game crashes. Which happens quite often. I have way less crashes than I did in my previous game. And I've done a good job of, keeping them to a minimum and, editing them out. But, and I don't want to use fast travel, but when I'm in Iverstead... and I horse all the way over here to Riften, and then crash, and then I go back to Iverstead to my previous save, and horse all the way to Riften again, and then crash, I think it's reasonable that I fast travel at that point. I'm not going to do that on screen. And I think I'm going to cut out some of the traveling. I think I'm going to cut out some of the traveling this time around. I think I've shown enough traveling through the wasteland. And maybe I'll show the journey to Markarth, since I'm going there for the first time soon. But for now, I'm going to do some more stuff in Riften. Yep, that's it for today, everyone. Bye.